What if you could look over the shoulder of one of the biggest investors on Earth right before they make their next billion-dollar move? Forget the talking heads on TV, forget the noise. We're talking about a hedge fund manager whose name is legendary on Wall Street, a guru known for generating absolutely insane returns. While most people are chasing stocks that already popped, this investor is quietly loading up on a handful of new companies. Today, we're pulling back the curtain. We're digging into the latest secret filings to show you exactly what they are buying, and more importantly, why they think this is the start of another monster run. This is the kind of info that Wall Street insiders pay thousands for. You're getting it right here. Let's do this. The world of billionaire investing is super secretive, but 4 times a year we get a tiny peek behind the curtain. It's a government form called a 13F filing. It forces the biggest investment managers to show the world what they own. It's our one chance to see exactly where the smartest money on the planet is going. And when we see a manager like Steve Cohen, the founder of Point72 Asset Management, making huge moves, we pay attention. Cohen is an absolute titan. He now runs a fund with a portfolio of nearly $45 billion. So, when his latest filing shows him dumping capital into new stocks, it's a massive flare gun in the sky. This is where we find our first pick, the undisputed heavyweight champion, NVIDIA. Now, this first stock is a name you all know, but the reason they're buying it will blow your mind. It turns out that one of Point72's top 3 single stock holdings is NVIDIA, with a position valued at over $1 billion as of their last filing. I know what you're thinking. NVIDIA? The stock that's already gone to the moon? Isn't that just chasing? For a normal person, maybe. But for a guru like Cohen, they're playing 5D chess. This isn't a bet on the AI hype you've been hearing about for 2 years. That's old news. This is a bet on what comes next. The real reason is NVIDIA's transformation from just a chip company into an entire computing platform. Their advantage isn't just the GPUs anymore. It's the CUDA software that basically traps developers in their universe. It's their move into the auto industry where the automotive division's revenue surged 69% year over year. It's their essential role in next-gen data centers and even new military tech. The numbers don't lie. The company's data center division keeps posting record growth, and their gross margins are incredibly high, showing they can charge whatever they want. Analysts are still screaming, buy, with a strong consensus that the stock has a lot more room to run. For instance, some price targets go as high as 250. Of course, every trade has a risk. For NVIDIA, it's the crazy high valuation. The stock is priced for absolute perfection, so any tiny slip-up could cause a big drop. There are also global political risks and other companies trying to catch up, but it's obvious that Point72 thinks those risks are a small price to pay for what they believe is the beginning of NVIDIA's total dominance. The industrial titan is back, General Electric, GE. This second stock is where it gets really juicy. This pick shows the genius of looking where no one else is. While the entire world is obsessed with tech, Steve Cohen's fund has been quietly buying an old-school industrial company that has completely reinvented itself, GE Aerospace. This is not your grandpa's General Electric. The slow, messy old company is gone. They spun off their other divisions, and what's left is a super-focused, pure-play aerospace and defense beast. And the stock has reacted, staging a massive rally of over 77% this year and hitting a 25-year high. So why are the billionaires getting in now? It's a classic strategy, buying incredible value right when a huge catalyst hits. The catalyst was the breakup. The value is in GE Aerospace's complete and total domination of its industry. The company is cashing in on 2 global megatrends, the explosion in commercial air travel and a worldwide increase in defense spending. The business is on fire. The second quarter earnings report was a monster, with total revenue jumping 21% from last year. Their commercial engine unit grew a spectacular 30%. They have an almost unbelievable return on equity of over 31%, which is a huge sign of great management. Plus, 10 out of 11 Wall Street analysts that cover the stock rate it a buy. The whole bet is built on a mountain of back orders for its jet engines and a non-stop river of cash from selling high-profit aftermarket parts and services. This isn't a wild gamble on some future tech. It's a bet on a proven machine that prints money. The risk? The airline and defense businesses can go up and down. A global recession could mean less travel, and government budget cuts could hit defense contracts. But right now, GE is in the perfect spot to ride these trends, and the smartest investors on Wall Street are placing their bets. We just looked at two totally different companies, a monster tech giant and a reborn industrial king. One is a bet on the future of computers, the other is a bet on the real world of airplanes and travel. I want to know what you think. Which one are you buying? Let me know in the comments right now. I read all of them. The Billionaire Blueprint, the 3 lessons. Looking at the secret portfolios of managers like Steve Cohen and his rival Bill Ackman of Pershing Square gives us a blueprint that any of us can use. First, you have to have conviction. These guys don't buy 100 different stocks and hope for the best. They do insane amounts of research and then make huge, concentrated bets on just a few companies. Bill Ackman's Pershing Square, for example, holds only 11 stocks in its multi-billion-dollar portfolio. Its top stock, Uber, makes up nearly 20% of the entire fund. That is putting your money where your mouth is. The second lesson is you need a trigger. Like we saw with GE, a great company isn't always a great stock. You need a catalyst, an event that forces the rest of the world to finally see the company's true value. For GE, it was the breakup. For other companies, it could be a new CEO, a new product, or a big strategy shift that unlocks billions for investors. Finally, the best investors see what everyone else misses. Yeah, NVIDIA is an AI stock, but the real story is its software ecosystem. Yeah, GE is an old industrial, but the new GE is a lean, mean aerospace machine. This is the most important skill, seeing a company not for what it is, but for what it's about to become. It's about seeing the value before it's obvious. These guys aren't just stock traders, they are business experts who use the stock market to compete. They build their fortunes on the deep research and a clear vision for the future. Look, trying to win in these markets by yourself is almost impossible. The system is designed to be confusing. My only goal is to cut through all that garbage and bring you intel that you can actually use to make smarter moves with your money. If you are getting any value from this and you want to stay ahead of the next big market-moving secrets, do yourself a favor and smash that subscribe button and click the notification bell. It's totally free, and it means you won't miss the next video. So let's recap. The smartest investors on Wall Street, led by legends like Steve Cohen, are making massive moves. They're betting billions on tech titans like NVIDIA, not because of past hype, but for its future, total dominance of computing. At the same time, they're finding hidden gems like GE Aerospace, a legendary company with an incredible turnaround story. The main takeaway is this: winning at investing isn't about getting lucky. It's about doing the homework. It's about understanding the real business you're buying and finding the trigger that's going to send it flying. These are the stocks the billionaires are buying right now. The only question is, are you paying attention?
Stack it up real high. Come here to be in the know. Come here, enjoy the show. 'Cause it's Warren's money time.